All right, let's find out what the latest numbers are in the corn market, soybean market, and the wheat market. Right now, the July corn contract is up 12 pennies. It's trading at $3.68. That's a little bit off of the high. In fact, what is that? A couple of pennies and 3/4 there off of the high. But we're up 11.5. December's up 10.5, $3.87. All right, over in the soybean market, whoa, what's this? July, 23.25 higher at 8.25 3/4. That is off of the high of 8.38, so a little bit of a pullback here. We'll ask Todd Horwitz about that here in just a moment. November up 23.5 at 8.51. In the wheat market, July Chicago wheat up 8.5, 445.5. July Kansas City wheat, it's on the higher side by 8 3/4 at 405 3/4. So let's visit with Todd about all of this. He joins us right now. You know, this time yesterday, these grain markets were lower, and you had mentioned that you were going to hold in here. We saw a key reversal yesterday, a reverse to the higher side. We're seeing higher things here today. You certainly had your crystal ball working overtime yesterday.
Got the Ouija. I have the Ouija board out. Good morning, John. You know, they look good. I mean, everything looks solid. And again, you know, markets don't announce themselves. Sometimes they make bottoms on action, like we saw yesterday. And that's what it looked like in corn and wheat. Soybeans still have some work to do, and I'm a little concerned with the selling that's happening right now. And again, I'm not worried, and it's not going to make me change my mind, but I think what you're seeing now is some funds coming in trying to push their weight around again. But I think they're going to fail. I think we're going to continue this rally. I'd like to see soybeans settle and go sideways for a while, which would be great because that would be more bullish and more positive to the market. But overall, they look pretty good, and they had a nice little bounce. And of course, you know, trade wars or no trade wars, they're going higher right now, which is exactly what we expected.
Do we still have a record amount of shorts in this corn market also, which would mean we still have quite a ways to go if we're going to start clearing that out?
Yeah, I think so. And again, this is you've got some outside money that typically doesn't go into this space that's been shorting because they're looking for places to pound, and that was easy pickings at the time. Now, of course, if we start to get some buyers coming, we start to get new money, and if we get any event at all that slows production at all, you could see a big spike, and then we could be off to the races. And I do think we're going to have a very good, third and fourth quarter. But again, obviously, there's things that it depends on. But if things go correct, we should have a very big rally. And, you know, again, I don't want to see them go straight up. I want them to work their way up. It's a lot more powerful from a bull side of the coin.
Before we wrap up, I do want to ask you about crude oil because you talked extensively about that yesterday.
Well, crude's rallying a little bit today. I think there's still a little bit of unease in the Straits of Hormuz. But 63 is our number. We would sell more again at 63. I'm looking for 58 first, but then by the end of the year, I'm still looking for the low 50s, if not lower than that. Again, there's too much oil out there. There's too much of a glut, and they're going to suffer the same consequences as we have actually in the grain markets, just too much supply.
All right, right now, crude oil up 79 cents. Todd, Bubba Horwitz with Bubba Trading here. Todd, have a good afternoon. Certainly appreciate it. All right, stay tuned because we've got more market information headed your way in just a moment right here on the Market Day Report.